make you no, no, no. Oh, yes, you go in black. Oh, yes, come to Melody 100.7 FM, keep my dog.
All right, another beautiful morning in the city of IB. Yes, a great day in the city. Happiness in the air, in the city of Ibadan. You know why I'm saying that? Okay, you're wondering why I'm saying that. Happiness in the air. Our king is a year older today, and he's going to be coronated tomorrow. It tells you happiness in the air. You move around. See, there are people that when you want to get into the throne, you begin to see things that will make you to know that everything is going to be fine during their reign. Because in Yoruba they say, Saturday to my dad, you not him, all right? So, for every weekend that's going to be very beautiful, you begin to know on Friday. I mean, if you move around town, you see everywhere is just looking beautiful and looking happy. Everybody seems to be forgetting that there is economic issue in the land. The Ladoja frenzy is in the land. That's what it is. So welcome. Good morning. How are you doing? It feels good to be here this morning. I'm feeling the frenzy in the air, and I'm feeling it live and direct. So it feels good to be here with you this morning. It's the very last Thursday in September. We thank God for the grace to be here this far, and it's not been easy, but we're still here. So we thank God for another beautiful day. This is Melody Sunrise, Melody 100.7 FM in Ibadan. Yeah, about to serve you breakfast, hot, fresh, and spicy, and you know how we represent. We bring you music, inspiration. Of course, what other inspirations do you need at this time? Inspire yourself with the story of Ladoja. Yes. For 42 years, this man has been climbing. Some people didn't get there, but this man is there today, Olubadan of Ibadan land. For the very first time, you're going to be having a senator, a former senator, a former governor, an engineer as the Olubadan of Ibadan. So inspire yourself with such story. What am I bringing out from that story? It tells you that, look, focus, determination, and of course not giving up will get you where you want to go. Just know your destination. Focus on that destination and be ready to give it all for the fact that you want things to be the way it should be in your life. If you want to get somewhere and you're derailing in between, then you definitely will not get to that destination. So be focused. Just like Oba Ladoja has been focused for 42 years. He's the 44th Olubadan, and he was born in the year 1944. So what else do you need to inspire yourself this morning? That's where I decided to bring my inspiration this morning. Motivate yourself with such story. We bring you sports in the jiffy, and of course at the other side, newspaper headlines at the other side of it at 8:30. We bring you sport in the assembly this morning. You know how we do it every Thursday. We look through and analyze a whole lot of things happening. So good morning. On behalf of the team, Daniel, Moses, Amos. Did I say Moses? No, Moses is not here. Daniel, Amos, Marcos, and Timothy. And every other person representing big time, and Alice as well. Alice is doing me baba thing this morning, but God knows the address of Alice's house. So there's no problem. All of my address here. All right. So good morning in the city of IB. Joy is coming. Ladoja is coming, and everyone is in frenzy mood. Good morning. This is Fido. Good morning. Yeah.
Good boy. It's in me, take it easy. Catch some cruise, my cheese. You spoke one for days. Come on for the body, no they breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand that this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, get it never. One my job, ijobu, what you want, my job, ijobu, and you my job, and if you know be girl I like to get the Fuji. Modupa, Olua, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning, Dupa, Olua, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning. Up and never. Do what you wanna do. I want to be shining one day. Yeah. Don't make that, don't make that. I want to live for the world. I want to live for the world. Yeah. It's in a me, take it easy. Catch some cruise for my cheese. You spoke one for the days. Come on for the body, know the breathe. Put on your shoe, make it stand that this. All your sorrow, make it dance them free. If you know be kalala, yeah. If you know be kalala, go get them Fuji. One man jogo, ijogo, ijogo, what you want, my jojo, ijogo, money, my jogo, and if you know be kalala, go get them Fuji. Modupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning. Dupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming, joy is coming. Dupa, Olua, yeah. Joy is coming. Only early in the morning.
I love this station. Melody 100.7.
Most definitely, the joy is here and is already here. Of course, let's quickly look through what the weather is looking like at major cities before I take you through the newspaper headlines this morning. Because it's been raining car dogs, hippos in some cities, especially around the southwestern part of Nigeria. I mean, moving all the way from Londa, Akobo axis this morning, I didn't see rain. Only to get to Anifalaje, General Gas area, and it was rain there. I was like, this kind of weather, sir. Well, only God can do that. I told you about what happened yesterday, right? Moving all the way from Lagos. Saw rains all through and getting to Ibadan. Everywhere was dry. So this morning, the city of IB is a mostly cloudy situation, and that's what the weatherman is talking about this morning. Most cloudy situation. The precipitation is 20%, and the wind is moving at 5 km per hour, while the humidity is 95%. And for the temperature in Ibadan today, the least of it will be 23 degrees, but it will not go higher than 27 degrees Celsius. So expect a very cool, calm day in the city of Ibadan this beautiful day. And for the city of Lagos, Brazilians will say is Lagos. Yes, Lagos today is a cloudy weather now, looking like it's about to rain there again as it did yesterday, with a precipitation of 40% and the wind moving at 6 km per hour, and the humidity at 97%. The temperature for Lagos is between 23 and 27 degrees Celsius, meaning it will not be less than 23 degrees and it will not be higher than 28 degrees Celsius. That's what it means. For the nation's capital, Abuja, the weather in Abuja this day is a cloudy one, and the temperature is ranging between 22 and 26 degrees Celsius. Abuja is going to be cold like Jos. That's what it's looking like. In the city of Ungwari, as I like to call it, Owerri, the eastern heartland, it's a cloudy weather as well. The temperature is ranging between 23 and 28 degrees Celsius. Why, if I leave Owerri, I move you to the garden city of Port Harcourt. Now, for Port Harcourt today, is light rain now. As we speak, it's raining now in Port Harcourt. And it's going to be like that for most part of the day, with the temperature ranging between 25 and 28 degrees Celsius. That's the way it's going to be for Port Harcourt. All right, let's leave there and go to Kano now. Kano today is a partly cloudy situation, and the temperature there is going to be later changing to excessive heat. They're going to be having excessive heat later in the day in the city of Kano. But right now, it is a partly cloudy weather, and the temperature between 23 and 29 degrees Celsius. And for the city of Jos in Plateau State, the city that is always very, very cold every time, they are experiencing light rain showers now as we speak, and the temperature ranging between 19 degrees and 23 degrees Celsius. So wherever you find yourself, you try as much as possible to be a good Nigerian. And from here, we wish you the very best of this beautiful last Thursday in the month of September. And let's go now straight to the dailies this morning. As always, I have the Punch newspaper. The Vanguard is here. The Daily Post, the Daily Sun. Of course, I also have the Guardian newspaper. Today, I want to begin with the Daily Post newspaper. Yes, the Daily Post, the banner headline says 2027 concerned Southeast political leaders. So 2027 concerned Southeast leaders scrutinize Peter Obi's single-term proposal. That's what the banner headline on today's Daily Post newspaper is saying. It said 2027 concerned Southeast leaders scrutinize Peter Obi's one-term proposal. Naira appreciate massively against the US dollar in the black market, highest in 15 months. That's what the story is saying. Rivers probe IBAS, over 283 billion naira collected in 6 months. Adeyanju petitions ICPC. Calabar, this one you have leverage on pharmacies expertise, PSN to Nigerians. And Daniel's 260-meter road, Ogun deserves a quality roads, not propaganda, government. Okay, and still from the Daily Post, you have this one. From the inside page of the Daily Post, you have Daniel's, I took that earlier, peace talk with bandits, free pass for criminals. Peace talk with bandits, free pass for criminals. Northern Democrats, they are saying kill them all. 2027 post could be most compromised, expensive. Yaga Africa. And still on 2027, CPC bloc no longer exists. Former APC National Secretary Bulama. All right, still from the Daily Post, you have this one. In business, why we rejected government's plan to sell assets. Pengasin president, you heard him yesterday when he said all of that on the Politics on Melody. Naira will appreciate to 1,300 per dollar. Food prices to reduce significantly. BUA chairman Rabiu. And crude losses fell sharply. NUPRC debunks 8.41 trillion naira oil theft report. And you have police arrest fake ASP in Kebbi State. Compliance over smuggling mercury. And you have NSCDC NABS 4 for illegal mining, degradation of NNPC right of way in Rivers. Police confirm abductions, casualties in Kwara communities, and the police arrest 12 suspects over criminal conspiracy. Vandalism of equipment at Kainji power plant worth, listen to this one, over 4.8 billion naira in Niger. God have mercy. We blame government for everything. Yes, what government will provide, we will be destroying them and vandalizing them. I remember when Buhari finished the second Niger bridge. It wasn't long, they started going to remove some of the rams there. Nigerians are in problems. God have mercy. Agency recovers stolen solar-powered ICT equipment worth over 80 million naira in Kano. All right. These are the major headlines on Daily Post newspaper. Let me leave the Daily Post now and take you straight to the Punch newspaper now. All right. The banner headline on today's Punch newspaper says NNPCL secures 318 billion naira to fund new oil exploration. And motorists stranded as flood overruns Lagos communities. And I'll protect Yoruba's interests if elected president. Atiku is the one talking there. And you have this one as well. Ibas meets Tinubu, EFCC chair in Aso Rock. What could the meeting be all about when everyone is shouting, probe Ibas? Now, he was in Abuja with the chairman of the EFCC to meet the president. Okay, now. Again, 6 rescued at 2-story building collapses in Lagos. FG orders clamp down on fake certificates, set enforcement deadline. And you also have this one, national statement of President Tinubu at UN Assembly. If you want that, you can check the full text. It's on the inside page of the Punch newspaper for this beautiful day. And our Marjorie teacher in police net for assaulting Bochi pupil. And 1 dead as mother, 3 children found unconscious in Benue. Suspects nabbed for smuggling impersonation at KB border. Suspects nabbed for smuggling impersonation at KB border. And the motorists are stranded as flood overruns Lagos. God have mercy. I told you what happened in Lagos. The rain was crazy yesterday. And it's been raining like that for 2-3 days now. Naira abuse inflates printing expenses. CBN warns. 148,077 electricity customers metered in May, June. That is according to NERC. Bua Boss predicts Naira will strengthen to 1,400 by year end. Wike hails Eno for dumping PDP. And Cross River struggling under Otu's leadership. PDP and FCT poll political parties get INEX nod to begin campaign. And Anambra poll, APC vows to take over from ABGA, inaugurates campaign council. And Anambra needs industrial evolution, not monument. APC government governorship candidate is the one talking there. All right. And these are the major headlines in today's Punch newspaper this morning. All right. From there, I move you straight to the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. All right. For headlines in today's Vanguard newspaper, and these are the headlines. The banner headline on today's Vanguard is about health crisis. It says, health crisis, what government can do to stop mass migration of doctors. That is the story credited to NMA, NARD, and of course the AMLSN. Others say what government can do to end mass migration of doctors. Because this is according to Nigerian Medical Association, resident doctors and their allies. 11,000 persons, 420 communities lost to plateau violence. Fact-finding committee. That is what they have brought up. Tinubu honors Ogoni 4, moves to restart oil production in Ogoni land. And you have this one as well. Fubara, governor only in name. Wow. Who is writing that one? That was an editorial on today's Vanguard newspaper. And 2-story building collapses in Lagos. 1 injured, 5 rescued. Poco launches 2 power-packed smartphone in Nigeria. Okay. Naira rises to 1,515 Naira to $1 in parallel market. And a flood submerges 5 communities in Kogi. You also have this one. At Onga, NPA commits to a digitally driven globally competition. And CBN warns against Naira abuse, hoarding of currency. Is another story on the Vanguard. And this was so from the Vanguard. Pension funds now open to FX denominated investment. Tragedy. JSS 3 students hacks man to death in Cross River State. May God have mercy. JSS 3 student. Oscar Ibru dies at 67 as Oborevori. Others mourn. Still from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, Rivers PDP unfazed over claims of Fubara's possible defection to the APC. ABGA gives Abaribi 24 hours to clear air over fraternity with ADC. And ADC to Tinubu, Nigeria is not Lagos, forget 2031. INEC publishes final list of 17 candidates for FCT council polls. These are the major headlines on today's Vanguard newspaper. Quickly, I leave the Vanguard and I pick up the Sun. Today's Sun newspaper now. All right. For the Sun newspaper for this morning, all right, these are the headlines in today's Daily Sun newspaper. Atiku, are people tired of government's empty claims on security improvement? That's what Atiku is saying, and I'm taking these headlines from the Daily Sun. Another one says, Hunger 80, President Tinubu's national statement. You can check the full text there. 4-year-old dies, a family of 6 unconscious in Benue. You gotta have mercy. Otedola accuses Jonathan administration of 2 trillion naira subsidy fraud. And electoral reform, X-Rain reps proposal for simultaneous voting. And why Gombe's deputy governors ditch their bosses. Anambra Guba, APC inaugurates campaign council, vows to sack ABGA. Is another story on the Daily Sun for this morning. And still from Anambra, you have PDP governors rally for candidate Eze Nwafo, and Malami can't unseat the will of God in Kebbi, Zuru, and the restructuring more about devolution of power is according to George Akume. And still from the Daily Sun newspaper, you have Nigeria makes advanced presentation in UK to strengthen 2030 Commonwealth Games bid. All right, we'll talk about that in a jiffy. We still want to host this Commonwealth by all means necessary. Let's see how that comes to reality. NSIB blames poor maintenance for Abuja-Kaduna train derailment. Bochi woos Kano business community ahead of investment summit, and FG is said to implement a 95% salary increase for railway workers this year. FG unveils official theme for Nigeria at 65. Yes, Nigeria at 65. That will be next Wednesday, where Nigeria will be 65. If 65-year-old man still crawling, what a nation. Tinubu warns the pilgrims against absconding in Israel. Flags of delayed Easter pilgrimage in Imo. Then FG inaugurates 3.8 billion naira TET fund project in Uniosun. These are the major headlines on the Daily Sun newspaper for this morning. And by extension, these are the headlines on the headline segment of the show this morning, talking about newspaper headlines, a segment of the show this morning. All right. So let's have a breather now. When we're done with this, we'll be taking you straight to sport this morning. Let's have a breather. Thank you for being there. So much more happening in the world. Here is Sexy.
There's so much going on.
was meant to bring us together. But now all we do is stroll and tear down each other. We are all trapped in our own silos. Abayo say she's a king and she's our own boss. Everyone's crying now for their mental health, but stress about little things that give us hell. God, it make us well, but standards fell. Will I take my place? Only time will tell. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. There's so much going on.
Hello, my name is Tokwe Alabi. Keep listening to Melody FM 100.7 Basharun Ibadan. Keep listening. Don't touch that.
And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
Most definitely, when you hear the team, you know it is time for sports. It's 4 o'clock this morning. The team tells you it is time to talk sport this beautiful Thursday, the very last Thursday in September. For your time check now, it's 8 a.m. and let's go to sports right now. Daniel Adeyemi in the building, the sports here. What are we seeing this morning?
I mean, a lot of things yesterday we saw, I think, from the Carabao Cup. And first, good morning to listeners and viewers out there.
Definitely.
And of course, you know how it goes down. Some shockers, but not much of a shock yesterday. Most of the teams we actually expected came out victorious, but eventually, I mean, for the White Paper Boys, it was a good night yesterday.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Okay. I mean, Nigeria, we are really, I mean, Yoruba, they say, it's like, that's what Nigeria want to do now, because we have actually delivered an advanced presentation to the Commonwealth Games. We say we want to host it by all means necessary. 2030, you guys are saying, Nigeria should go and sit down. But the leadership of the country is saying, we want to host by all means. And they have submitted their bid now in UK.
Definitely. I mean, it's always good to do that, to be at least very strong in the bidding for, events like that. All that matters is actually go out there, be strong in your bidding, even when you're not serious. Because the truth is,
what do you mean?
They are not serious. We all know. They know in themselves that they are not serious. Plus, maybe because of
the NSC
they know.
DG and Olakpade, Shehu Diko and Olakpade, they were in UK yesterday.
How can not serious? I mean, that's one of the things that comes with it. They're going around, they're spending the money in the name of PR bidding for something. Okay. So a lot of money go get thrown around in the name of that.
Okay.
But how can you tell me you are serious? Calling for people to come dine with you when you don't even have a food at home yet. You get
so you don't have a food at home.
You don't have a food, and you are saying people should come and dine with you, come and join you and all of that.
You mean we don't have food?
They don't have what it takes to actually host that kind of event. And not like they have a plan in place. One of the things they will actually consider, one of the things that will give them hedge in that kind of bidding is what you have already, not what you are going to do. Now they are going to be putting their bid around. Should we get a very good encouragement?
We will.
Then go forward.
Nigeria, we're a country of we now.
Exactly. So should we? And when we have a lot of nations that are ready, they will show them this is what we have. This is what we have. So I mean, the only thing that can actually give us a nod right there is if we go out there and start, playing some sort of emotional PT game where we say, we are from Africa, Nigeria. We could use a lot of, we could use that international event, a lot of things out there that we want to correct, and all of those things. I mean, that's the only thing that I think, that's the only narrative I feel they can push. that will make the international committee feel like, oh, that's a very good point. You know, we should actually go to Africa and, you know, do something with Nigeria. But how are you guys going to do it? Don't worry. You know, 5 years is a long time. We're going to do, you know, like we are that bad. We have some of those facilities. We just have to brush them up and here and there. But if it is about how ready a nation is to host this kind of event, we are far from being ready. And I don't think the next 4 years, because this year is over already, and I don't think the next 4 years will be enough for a nation that will still change the administration, hopefully. If this president will not be the one coming in the next one, the new one
for them to be moving up and down.
So I'm just saying, we know the priority in Nigeria right now is actually not in sports.
Is election.
Is re-election.
So they should focus on the election first.
They should just focus on that. They should not. And all of this is part of the election. You know, jamboree, all of the games they play around. Like the administration is doing well now. We are bidding very strongly for, you know, international events and all of those. But eventually, we know that they are not serious.
But what if we now get the sponsorship? I mean,
it's not possible.
No, wait. We get the hosting right, and this government is not there. The next government comes and says
exactly, and it's one of the, you know, we talk about.
They don't have the capacity.
There's a chunk of things to consider by the body that will actually approve who is going to get it, and the fact that there will be change of administration counts as well. They're going to say, okay, what's going to happen? So what if this happens? Because the people bidding for it now will not be the same, might not be the same. If it was like we just be getting a new president, we're getting into office this year. He's just getting into office this year. Then we can be saying, okay, he's sure that at least all preparation would have been in place before him getting out of office in the next 4 years. So right now, I just know it's just good for the news. I mean, this is one of the things that we like to get from it, that they're in the news for the right reasons, you know, bidding for stuff and all of that. But eventually, we know that they are not ready.
Okay. Well, anyway, talking about those ones are not ready. But let's talk about those who are ready now. NNL, there's a good news. I mean, serious good news came through from NNL yesterday that they've secured a 494 million naira sponsorship deal with a betting company. I mean, we'll not call them because they are not sponsoring us. I mean, if it's the one sponsoring us or something, we would have called them freely. So that's the deal now. NNL, I mean, secured such a deal, and they said it's going to trickle down to players, to officials, to clubs, and all of them. So.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually one of the. They are one of the companies right now in sport generally. You know, they have the likes of Chelsea, Real Madrid, Everton. Most of these sport betting companies are the ones, you know, because they are actually benefiting more from it. And that's actually why many people question some of the results you see.
Exactly.
In
sometimes because when betting company now take over,
when they take over football, you can't put your money at it again.
Even Mourinho is a.
I'm telling you, everybody is now doing that. So all it takes is for them to call and say, you know what, Chelsea, Man U. If maybe Chelsea is the weaker side, if Chelsea should win, we are going to double, even double the price of the EPL as a whole. So I know they are saying that, you know, they are watching them closely and all of those. But eventually, we know that this will still affect one way or the other. But it's actually good for NNL. Seriously, that's a lot of money, not the MPFL right now. We're talking about the NNL. I mean, that's a lot of money if it will be put to the right use, not just about throwing the money around. And
one good thing that they said in the deal is every player will have a wallet. So once a player that's the scorer, that's talking about the winning player, that's the winning player in the team. The winning player gets directly straight 65,000 naira into his wallet.
That's actually very good.
So the team will get 400,000 naira.
That's actually good. That's actually very good. I mean, you don't have to go through the struggle of going to pay through one third party and all of that. You just know that maybe once you are the player of the match or highest goal scorer or something, just take your wallet. That's a very good one. I believe it's actually how it should be done, and it's a very good development. I mean, we've been seeing some movement in the NNL, you know, in the past few months. I think the new management right there are doing something very, very unique, and let's hope that eventually this won't just be on paper. Because tomorrow we won't be hearing in the news that they are asking somebody that are in charge of the money that what happened to the money, and then they are going back and forth that they have not received or anything. But this is actually the kind of, you know, sponsorship we like. This is kind of news we like. NNL could use a lot of help, and I'm happy they are getting this.
Okay, and we talked about Aroko Dare yesterday, doing well. Now, for the main guy, who is our main guy, Victor Osimhen, the injury is still there, and he's going to be missing his 4th game for Galatasaray when they will be playing Antalyaspor. Yes, so he's not going to be there. So he's be out of Antalyaspor game. But the coach is saying hopefully he should be fit for Liverpool game. But I just wonder, October is very close, and this guy is one guy we've always relied on, backed on, and now he's still injured.
I mean, it's a very sad one. He came to Nigeria to represent, and then he picked the injury from there. And not like it wasn't worth it for me. I mean, it wasn't worth it, but it is what it is. It happens in football. Thank God his own is still very short. There are players who are on 5 months, some out of the season. So all that matters is the player make sure he keeps his mindset, keeps his mentality, and make sure he focuses on his fitness, not on the game that is coming or the game he's going to miss. All that matters when the player is injured is focus on yourself, focus on your mind and all of that. Keep everything in check, because if a player thinks too much when injured, when they return from injury, they just sort of lose it. You see them not able to play or perform at the best level they used to be. But for Victor James Osimhen, he's overcome many injuries, even at Napoli and all of that. Overcome very injuries, and this is not a long-time injury. I'm sure when he's back, it's going to be helpful, and we don't actually need him so much to beat the likes of Lesotho or Benin. So for that matter, so we should not. I won't be saying it's going to be a big miss for us, but all that matters right now is Osimhen should stay fit, and hopefully when he returns, he's going to then stay fit for the rest of the season.
Well, funny enough, the guy who gave him that injury did not get any card. That's just funny.
It happens.
I'm telling you. Okay, let's move away from that now to the Carabao Cup last night. Just as Daniel said earlier, not much of surprises. I mean, we were thinking we would have seen some surprises, but we didn't see that happen. Okay, so, it happens sometimes. In the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup last night, Arsenal did what they were supposed to do. Of course, it was a straight win for them. 2-0 the game ended against Port Vale. Yeah, Port Vale. They defeated Port Vale 2-0. And, of course, Eberechi Eze is showing how he could be very, very outstanding for Arsenal. And he didn't even play from the wing yesterday.
Yeah, the manager tried him from the center, and I think he's trying to also try to get best out of him. Games like that are what you actually take advantage of, to try players in different angles, and he was able to get a goal for them yesterday, his first goal in the club. And it's one of the things that actually play managers like to do when you're playing a lesser team. You try players in all kinds of positions. If you like, you can use your goalkeeper as a striker, see what he's got. So he took the advantage yesterday, he scored a goal for them. And of course, Trossard also was on target for Arsenal. It was an easy win for Arsenal. They dominated the game, and I think all that matters right now to Arsenal is not the Carabao Cup. Is to win something. Because even if they win the FA Cup, people will still look at them like this.
No, they have to win something now.
They have to win.
Even if it's Carabao, just win something.
I don't think that will work for them.
Just win something.
I don't think Arsenal fans want to win something.
Is it not better to win Carabao and not win?
Exactly. In fact, it's going to put more pressure on the man that after all this spending, because he's the only manager in Arsenal that has spent the most.
So what has he won?
And the only thing he's won is the FA Cup in the same year that he was hired, and that was the same FA Cup that the former manager was on who took them to the semi-final.
So
of it.
if for the past 3 seasons, what has he won?
He hasn't won anything. He's won the Community Shield.
If he now wins Carabao, is it not better than not winning?
I don't think it's going to help him. They didn't sign all those players to win Carabao or to win FA Cup. They were so close last season, even to the Champions League, so very close as well to the Premier League. And this season they've signed a lot of players. Believe that they've got the best team in England, arguably the best team in England. So what they need to do now, what they believe they are going for, is either to win the Premier League or win the Champions League. Even if they win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, people will still look at them like, what is the what? Even their fans won't celebrate that, because what Arsenal fans want once and for all is to lift something very important.
Lift something. Carabao is something.
It's not important. I mean, even Crystal Palace is the FA Cup holder. Newcastle is the Carabao Cup holder.
See how they celebrated it. They had parade.
Arsenal have a lot of pride. I don't think they will be like they are the same level with Newcastle or Crystal Palace. They'll spend more. They need to do more than that.
Okay, so all of the 4 games yesterday, no surprises, as Daniel said earlier, because Arsenal beat Port Vale, Tottenham Hotspur defeated Doncaster Rovers. It was 3-0. Newcastle United also beat Bradford City 4-1, while Manchester City beat Huddersfield Town. You were expecting something that Huddersfield could do something.
Definitely, I was expecting that, and it was a bit actually interesting game. I saw part of the game. It was a bit interesting. Huddersfield, not longer that they were in the Premier League, got relegated again, I think 3 years ago. So they still have a bit of fight in them, but come on, Manchester City. Too hot to handle for them.
Most definitely. All right, for the fourth round of the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, talking about the Carabao, Arsenal will be playing Brighton. And Brighton, they scored 6 goals against their opponent.
Yeah, it's getting interesting then.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. Of course, Grimsby Town, the conquerors of
Manchester
United. You mentioned Grimsby Town now.
That's one thing about it. You beat the mighty ones, and then you have a name all of a sudden.
I'm telling you, they just started to.
It's going to affect them in fact, in the market now. Players also will say, Grimsby. I want to play there. They are the ones that play. So it's actually a very good.
They'll be playing Brentford. Let's see what they'll be able to do against another fellow Premiership side. Swansea City from the other side of UK. They will be playing Manchester City. Swansea also used to be in the EPL, but they dropped and they've never returned since that time. Newcastle United and Tottenham. That's another cracker in the EFL Cup. Wrexham United will be playing Cardiff City. It's a battle of the lower guys. And Liverpool and Crystal Palace is another EPL.
Another Community Shield replay.
Yeah, that's a Community Shield. Of course, the Wolves and Chelsea.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This one is
getting worse now.
Yeah. Okay, we can be Wanderers and Fulham. That's the last picture for the EFL Cup. So we'll now see who moves to the next round of the competition. Okay, quickly, yesterday there were games that happened, as I told you, when we were on the cruise, that the Europa League started yesterday. And for the games that went down, FC Midtjylland defeated Sturm Graz 2-0. PAOK Salonika and Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel ended it goalless. Dynamo Zagreb and Fenerbahce, it was 3-1. And of course, Crevras Velda played a 1-0 draw with Celtic and Freiburg. And Basel ended it 2-1 in favor of the host, Freiburg. Malmo FF were beaten at home by Ludogorets Razgrad 2-1. Nice of France were also beaten at home by AS Roma 2-1. Real Betis played a 2-0 draw with Nottingham Forest, and that game
was an interesting game.
Was a cracker.
Very, very interesting game.
I mean, it was a cracker.
I mean, that game really actually gave me a very. I think that, and of course Nottingham Forest. Real Betis, Anthony was on target yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
Baba was still unable to get his win. I mean, 4 games now with Nottingham Forest, still 2 defeats and 2 draw. But it was a typical Europa League game yesterday. Very interesting. Anthony once again feels like he's at the right club again. He was an assist and equalizer. He was very impactful in the game yesterday. And I mean, let's just hope that the guy is going to start having a party from there. And of course, for Nottingham Forest, it was a very good game for them. Let's hope that they will bring that to the EPL the weekend. Exactly, because they traveled to Spain and they picked the Vital point. I'm telling you, so Jesus scored the 2 goals for them. Of course, SC Braga also defeated Feyenoord in the last game of that talking about Europa League. And it continues today, yes, in the Europa League. When we come in the evening, we'll be telling you who is playing who that time again of the Europa League. So, I mean, you said that was the game of the night for you? That was the game of the night. Okay. All right, let's move away from that now quickly. And let's talk about this. What's his name now? Aroko Dari. I mean, we talked about him yesterday. And the coach has also said, look, he's backing him in his promise to Wolves fans that they will experience more goals from him, more important goals from him. And I hope those important goals will not come against Chelsea. I mean, seriously speaking, amongst the kind of strikers we have in Nigeria right now, Tolu Arokodare is actually one that I root very much for, because I feel like he's got a lot in him and he made the right move. The EPL at this point in his career, he made that move. I know it didn't work well for some Nigerians that actually been in the EPL in the time past. I mean, those who came from Belgium like himself. But I think he's got what it takes to survive in the Premier League. And if he's getting the favor of the manager, that'll be a lot for him. Because as long as the manager is backing you, and as long as the manager says, you know what, I believe in you, you can get some game time until you're able to find yourself. So all that matters is that he should not be relaxed. He should work very hard. He should make sure that he should know by now he needs he already knows that Premier League is a high intensity game.
Definitely.
So he doesn't need to be dragging too much. He needs to work on his pace and his techniques and all of that. Who knows? In the next few months, it might be the one we'll be putting forward as maybe in contention for the next.
Your friend, your friend Victor Boniface. There was this story that was flying around 2 days ago that Bremen was questioning. That's his new team, Werder Bremen. They were questioning him that he's always too on the internet. He's always too present on the internet. But the club has denied it now that they didn't say that. Well, but there's no smoke without fire, Daniel.
Well, I was going to say that. He's
always on the internet. They say it's too much. You spend too much time on Snapchat and all of that.
He needs to know you are a footballer. You are not a social media influencer. You are not some random guy.
You are not.
Go and learn from your brothers. The likes of Thomas Partey and all of that are still facing scandals here and there. These guys are actually not. They're actually not living like you. Yet, Yoruba will say, so there's a particular animal that walks gently, is dying. Let alone the one that jumps up and down. So, Tolu, Boniface needs to actually, I know he always wants to prove like, I want to live my life.
Exactly.
And no, you are not just a random person. You are in a profession that actually requires a lot of focus and a lot of quietness around you. If you are not Messi or Ronaldo that can deliver despite the noise, then you should focus on your game. Not many players can deliver despite the noise. That's why I always cheer for players like Lamine Yamal and all of that. Guy, I think after Boniface, Lamine Yamal is still another guy that makes noise everywhere. And until you have proven yourself, there's a limit to how much you should make noise. You make noise here and there. You're always in this one on Snapchat, on TikTok, your videos, your posts and all. No, hand over the phone to some guys to manage it for you. They know exactly some of the things you would like to do. Just save yourself from some of this mess and focus on your game. Since when he's gotten to the new club now, the only thing we've had from him is an assist. You're a striker. You've played like maybe 3 games. You've had an assist. In the next few months, if you don't have goals, not just goals, if you don't have goals, they'll be looking at you. And if who knows what the term of the contract is. If it's not good for them, they will terminate it and you'll be jobless again. So he needs to actually, he's a very young player. And we've seen the very, very good Victor Boniface in time past. All we just want to see again. And when Victor Boniface was shining, it wasn't like this in the media. It wasn't like all over the place. We know he had a little here and there, but it wasn't like all over the place. So he needs to actually watch it. The time you spend at thinking about what to post, the time you spend at responding to comments and all of this, are times that players sit down by their TV, watch their last game, get a man, carry camera, tell the man that just focus on me on the pitch. I want to see myself after the game. You get your PlayStation, you play the game, you see a lot of things, you talk with players, a lot of things to do as a professional player. And it's just so sad. Yes, the club is saying they're not the one behind it. But the truth is that someone is showing him that this is what you are. And whether the club is saying it or not, the narrative is out there.
Most definitely. We're talking about someone now who maybe now focusing on his own life is Kelechi Iheanacho. He was on the target yesterday. He scored his first goal for Celtic. Important goal because he was in the Europa League in their 1-0 draw last night. And of course, a whole lot of accolades have started coming for him that this guy is ready to now rejuvenate his career. Just on Tuesday, his coach said he was ready to help him rejuvenate his career. And that's exactly what we started seeing now. He came through from the bench and he scored that important goal.
Now we're talking about rejuvenation of career for a guy that is way older than Victor Boniface. This man still believes. And this is a man that's actually proven enough. In fact, what Kelechi has done, if he decides to say, you know what, I'm okay, he's okay. He's proven himself at the highest level. Yes, he's proven himself at the highest level. Played in Manchester City. He was second to Sergio Aguero that time. It was just impossible for any player to be above Aguero. Went to Leicester City, delivered brilliantly, and before everything was there for him. Now he's still saying, you know what, if I found a manager who believes in me, and the former manager is saying, you know what, I've seen the fire before. I believe in you, and see what the guy is doing. Kelechi Iheanacho is they call him there's a name they call him Senior Man. He's the kind of guy that should be all over the place posting and talking and all of that. But no, the man sees like, oh, this is another opportunity, and he's serious about his game again. So these are the kind of players that Victor Boniface should be chatting with boss Agbabola. Senior Man, how are you doing it now? Me to be one to rejuvenate my own. He scored 2 goals and 1 assist in the last 3 games for the club. Those are the kind of numbers you want Those are the kind of numbers that can make any manager to get behind you and say, you know what, there's a fire in this guy's eyes. So I mean, maybe it's not over for him. I'm telling you, because he's the kind of player, is a plus for Super Eagles.
Definitely.
Because he's always been an asset. He's always been an asset from his under 17 age. It was him and Victor Osimhen. We were always looking forward to that time before everything went the way it went for him. So it's a good one, a very good news for the nation. I mean, we will use a lot of help from Kelechi Iheanacho if eventually he managed to rejuvenate his career.
Most definitely. Talking about a man who is not ready to give up is Leo Messi again, scoring a brace. Yes, for his club Inter Miami. Yes, as they thrashed New York City FC 4-0. Of course, with that, of course, they move straight into the playoff spot in America League Soccer, MLS playoff. Leo Messi is not backing out, he's not giving up, and he's still there doing his thing.
I mean, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, those guys.
These ones are from different planets.
We can't compare them. By the time they are done, we will now be comparing every player with them. Until you've been able to actually so all the Ballon d'Ors we are giving out these days, it's just that we have to give out the award. A Dembele that is winning Ballon d'Or is not worth it. It's not even among the top. What the likes of Wayne Rooney have done, Frank Lampard, what they did in those days that we had the Messi, Ronaldo at their prime. What Wayne Rooney, Iniesta, Snyder, Samuel Eto'o did is way better, far than what they believe that is winning. So many of them looked at Dembele winning Ballon d'Or and they are like, oh God, there's actually enough football again. And so it's really very good that a great player like Messi is still doing it, even though we know what MLS is like. It's like MLS, Saudi, you just go there to retire, But it's good to know that Baba still has it in him, and maybe he's going to give us one more World Cup.
Okay. All right. One more World Cup. In the La Liga today, of course, Osasuna will be taking on Elche and Rio Oviedo. The ones that have been beaten like criminals everywhere. It's like they want to return them where they came from, talking about Real Oviedo. So they will be playing Barcelona, and this one will be a thrashing, if you ask me, because there's nothing that can happen there. For the Europa League matches that will be coming out, Lille will play Brann tonight. Of course, Go Ahead Eagles. I mean, that name is like, if I hear that name, it's like a Nigerian club.
Yes.
Go Ahead.
They actually have a Nigerian jersey as well.
Exactly. Go Ahead Eagles. Of course, they will play FCSB. Aston Villa will play Bologna of Italy. FC Salzburg. And they will do battle against FC Porto and FC Utrecht. They will play Lyon and Ferencváros. We also play Victoria Plazen, and Rangers will do battle against Ghent. And VfB Stuttgart will host Celta Vigo. Young Boys we host Panathinaikos. Each time I hear Young Boys and I see guys who are even very old, because the name, each time I hear the club name, I'm supposed to be seeing small
young boys,
but I see old men there. So these are the games that become natural. When we come at 6:15, we'll be talking about these games and much more in the there's a sports cruise later tonight. Okay, all right. So that's the way it is this morning. But before we go, yes, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta explained why he took Bukayo Saka off early in the second half as they beat Port Vale 2-0 in the Carabao Cup last night, because he was asked why he had to do that. He clarified that it was a planned substitution and Saka has not picked up a fresh injury. He needed to explain that because Arsenal fans were becoming apprehensive. Is the guy injured again?
Yeah,
somebody just came back last week.
And it's just so sad that managers want to try out players when they're coming back from injury. They want to see how well match fitness wise they are. And he did a wise one, a smart one. But I didn't
even expect him to even play him.
But then he still needs to play him to check his match fitness and all of that. But you can't protect players from injury. Injury happens in training. Injury can happen anywhere, and even in his house, injuries can happen. So all that matters is that as a team, prepare. Make sure in every position there are at least minimum two players, and from the other side of the field, make sure there's a guy who can be versatile, who can play left, right, and center. So, I mean, for Bukayo Saka and Arsenal, they're looking forward to a big party this season. And what can ruin that party is for Saka to be out for a long period. So
that's their star boy.
That's their star boy. And no matter how many years or Odegaard they have, if Saka is not fit, No Saka for Arsenal.
No, if Saka is not fit, Arsenal is not fit.
No, it's no Arsenal.
Okay, we'll talk more on that when we come on the cruise show later at 6:15 p.m. Thank you so much for being part of this show, this segment of the show this morning. And big ups to Daniel Adeyemi, the sports CEO. All right, let's have a breather now. When we return, yes, we're going to be taking you to the People's Assembly, where we'll be looking at issues here and there, in Nigeria especially, and beyond. Keep it locked on, move a muscle. Follow us on all socials, Melody 107 FM. The finest is still right here in the city of IB on this beautiful day. Shine bright like a diamond. Here is Rihanna.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside you. Shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as we moonshine and Malay. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside you. Shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
Diamond, shine bright like a diamond. So shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Of course, that's what is looking like right now. Shining bright like diamonds, because it is the coronation of Oba the 44th to Olubadan tomorrow. Of course, that's what it is. All right, welcome to the assembly this morning. Yes, and of course, I have my analyst as always, Shegun Akindele, who is shining like diamond this morning.
It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Good morning, Shegun. How you doing?
I'm very fine. To our listeners at home, I know they are gearing up for the coronations of the 44th Olubadan.
Most definitely.
So I say good morning to you all from these stations, and you as expected, Melody FM will be there to to cover up, so you can bank on our stations, to get everything that will be going on there.
Most definitely. Let's begin this way this morning. I mean, concerned Southeast political leaders are scrutinizing Peter Obi, their own son, saying, look, are you sure, Baba, that you can want this one-time thing you're talking about? Are you sure it's possible? Because when people get there, sometimes it's not what they say that they do. Everybody there are people who have been expressing reservation concerning what Peter Obi said, that he will just do one time and leave so that the North can regain power. Now they're beginning to scrutinize Peter Obi, looking at the proposal of the Labour Party presidential candidate in the last election. Now, some believe that if allowed, Obi could turn the tide around for good in Nigeria within 4 or 5 years, as he proposed. Others were of the view that such a time was not enough to fix the country. That's where the division is now. Some people believe that you cannot fix Nigeria in 4 or 5 years.
Well, we've said this so many times here, and like we always say, the issue of making things work out in Nigeria, it's actually not about the president alone. It's all about in stages. Some will come in form of laws, and a lot will come in form of policies. It will pass through the House of Representatives, the Senate. Like I always say, 4 years is actually good, and it's actually meaningful for someone that has, that knows what he wants to do already. But the issue of making it work in that 4 years, like APC will say today that if they tell them that you are not doing well, they will tell them that PDP has been there for years and they've spoiled a lot of things. So and for the past
they
10
destroyed what they are fixing. They are the ones fixing what you destroyed.
So for the past 12 years now, APC are still fixing.
They are fixing
16 years problem. So for someone to now say if you come and 4 years we will make Nigeria and Eldorado, it's actually more like he's trying to woo the North to his side. And for every Nigerians, and because we are now wise, we all know these things is actually not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. It's not even about you alone.
The country cannot be fixed in 4 years.
It can't be fixed. We all know. It's not about the president alone. It's not about if the president and the Senate and the House of Reps are ready and are willing to make this happen, you can say it can work. But we know the kind of country we are today. We will be having Senate from different political parties, House of Rep members from different political parties, which their ideology might not align with Peter Obi's own. So from there will be issues. We all know when it was Buhari and Saraki regime then. Anytime Buhari threw a bill to the Senate, Saraki they will go on recess.
Exactly.
Almost all the 4 years or 8 years, they almost go on. They're always going on recess. So just for them to append their signatures or to support the bills that the president then was actually sending to them. So the issue of fixing it's not actually about the president alone. If you think you want to make an impact, a positive one for that matter, and you are ready to make things work, what about the Senate? What about the House of Reps? What about the FCC boss? What about the DSS boss? What about the ICPC boss? A lot of these people are there that their ideologies, your own positive templates might not align with them. And this is where the problem is. They might frustrate it, and this is where the problem will come. And at the end of the day, they might start saying, okay, I wanted to do something good, but look at these people, their ideologies are not there. And let's be sincere with ourselves. That statement of that 4 years time, like I always said, and I have been telling you that it's all gimmicks, it's all scope. Of course, it doesn't work that way.
So when the man will get there now, he will.
Governor Seyi Makinde.
But we scatter things the rotation and all of that will scatter and the arrangement.
Do you think all these people they care? Governor Seyi Makinde says more than this. Then you all know these politicians when the time comes, they will tell no.
Seyi wanted to fix things more. He didn't. The 4 years was too. He found out it was too small.
The same way Peter Obi will find out that 4 years was too small. I know, and in this country today, we all know that there are this kind of eye service people that even though the president may not even send them, immediately the president emerge as the president, another campaign has begun already. And even though without the president having anything to know about this, there will be a lot of people, the Igbo, they will tell them that, do you know how long the Igbo has been marginalized? So you want to come there and tell them, okay, you want to be there for 4 years and leave. Do you know when next it will be our turn again?
To stay there, I beg.
You just stay there and do this 8 years.
In fact, if possible, change the constitution.
Of course, and go for third term. So we all know this is how things work in this country. Of course, so that single term of 4 years, it might not work. He actually knows that is the right kind of word that he can say, to woo especially the North. So he knows the North are actually eager to come back to power.
But when it comes to politics, North, you can think they are foolish, or they are very wise.
Of course, you actually know they are not foolish. They actually, some of these people, they know that what Peter Obi is trying to say is he's just trying to cajole them, just want to play on their intelligence. They know what they want already, and like I always say, the North, regardless of whoever is coming, regardless of the promises you are trying to make to them or the offer you are trying to bring to them, the North will always support their own as first. They won't leave their own. That's just what they will support it. They will support their own. The last election has clearly shown it. When President Bola Ahmed was getting votes in almost everywhere, the North, they stood by their own Atiku. They stood by him. President Bola Ahmed actually only won few northern states. Most of the states in the northern region, was won by Atiku Abubakar. So Peter Obi should just stop. If you are destined to be there, that you will be the president, you will definitely be there. And if you do your own work very well, you will definitely be there. But me, I don't see Peter Obi imagine the president in this 2020.
Really?
I don't see him
Now,
imagine.
you mentioned Atiku Abubakar now. Atiku said something yesterday, and I think that could start to unsettle ADC. Before now, they said level playing field for everybody. Peter Obi, Atiku, Amechi, all of them there. But right now, Atiku said something yesterday that if he emerges president in not even the same candidate president in 2027, Yoruba should not worry. I mean, he married one of their children, so he will treat Yoruba well. They should not be scared. Is Atiku's already assured that he will be on the ballot?
You see, it's high time people begin to believe whatever comes out of this station. We've been saying all this, that ADC right from onset, it has always been about Atiku. I've said it.
So what happens to the Amechi? What happens to the Obis and all of them?
I told you when the time comes. When the time comes, when they see the handwriting, every one of them will find their way.
Yeah.
I know. I told you, ADC has always been about Atiku Abubakar. It's always been about him. I see this Amechi and Aregbesola. They are just coming together. Out of revenge, out of hatred for the president. It's not even about the interest of the masses. It's all about a personal vendetta against the president. So, and that kind of conspiracy that brought them together, when the time comes, that conspiracy will scatter them again. The one that will go back to
the thing might not last.
It won't last now. It's a house built on lies. It's not gonna last.
So are you saying after primaries ADC will be disintegrated?
Let's watch out and see. I told you when the time comes, they will see the handwriting. Every one of them will leave. And this article telling us that when if you imagine the president, Yoruba should go and see. The presidents that have been emerging in this country have been setting a lot of templates that that might be difficult, and it will be a problem for these Nigerians in this issue of integrations together. It will be so difficult for people to believe and for these things to work forward. During Buhari regime, many Yoruba were complaining that they are being marginalized. Not even Yoruba alone. I think the Igbos and the East, they were complaining.
In fact, the South.
Yes, and now Tinubu is there. A lot of northern people are complaining. And just watch out. If any northern should emerge as the president today, you see that game playing out by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The next northern president might actually do something like this.
Yeah, they said what's his name? Buhari actually set a very bad precedent that he was doing some things that nobody challenged him. So that's why people are coming after him now. We say, Buhari did it, you could challenge him. So I will do my own too.
That is why I said it. It will be difficult for these issues of integrations in this Nigeria to come together.
So how can
if these things is not actually corrected, it might be so difficult. And I believe the best person that can make these things work out is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
That can correct it.
That can correct it. And with the way things are going right now, it doesn't look like that thing will be corrected, because a lot of other regions are actually complaining, most especially the northern people. They're actually complaining today. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has been known to be someone who can manage people, a good manager of people. He has been known for that. I know people were actually expecting him to display this kind of attitude again when he has become the president, you know, let everybody comes together. You know, he has been doing it regardless of the political party. Wike today is a PDP man by mouth, you know, and is actually in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. So, you know, people actually believe that, you know, if you could, you know, go beyond party politics to, you know, to bring people that are competent. It's not even about the region alone, you know, competent people. If you can go beyond party politics and bring people that are competent, you know, to mount any various portfolio, you can actually do so among the Northerners. If you believe that, you know, these are people that are qualified, regardless of, you know, whether they are closer to you, but they are your party men and they are the Northern people. Bring them together. Let them be in your government. But, you know, it's actually so difficult to, you know, to trust people that, you know, that you haven't aligned with before. Tinubu today has been putting a lot of his people that they've worked together right from his days as a governor. So, you know, for you bringing
maybe they are the ones he trusts can
exactly.
turn around the country.
So it's a kind of very complicated issues.
And they are turning around the country now.
Well, to their own.
The economy is doing well.
To their own understanding.
Are you not seeing what is coming out every day?
According to the statistics. But according to the physical, to the reality,
economy is doing well.
That's why I said according to statistics, it's doing well. But according to the reality,
we all know statistics that we all base our things on.
Who wants the people bringing out the statistics? Who is their paymaster? Is it not the president?
So they pay them.
So are you expecting you to be paying me and I will be tarnishing your image?
But WT overachieve. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala said it a few weeks back that Nigeria's economy is picking up and doing well.
See, we've been saying all this. You know, whatever policies, whatever development or the economic growth you are saying you are bringing to the people, you know, if the impact cannot be felt on the people, you know, I think these people should just not talk. They should just shut up and not say anything. Because if I want to know that things are working out, I will know through a Congo of rice, through a Congo of Gari. You know, I was listening to someone, he said when this regime started that a Congo of beans was 5,000 naira, and now it's sold for like 2,000 plus. And the question we throw to them is, when this government was about to come on board, how much was these things? You know, the issue of these people celebrating things that are mundane, you know, just for them, you know, they would think that we are dull. How much was a Congo of rice? How much of the Congo of beans before they came on board? And for them to tell you that okay, Congo of beans that was 5,000 now 2,000.
The bag of rice before was around 100,000 plus, but now it's about 67,000.
And before they get there, how much was it?
Okay. No.
I think I was buying a Congo of rice for 1,002 before they came. 1,000, 1,002. You know, and today telling us that they actually told us that okay, they will bring something more better. Is it now better? If from 1,002 I'm now buying for like 3,000, is it better?
They say you will suffer first before we now smile.
Are they suffering?
Who?
Those people that say we should endure that we suffer, are they suffering in their own part?
Okay, now.
You know, whatever you can't take. Why trying to that the people we should suffer, we should endure. But your own lifestyle is actually not preaching what you are telling us. If you suffer, we should endure. You know, a lot of money has been embezzled, you know, on things that that are not even necessary. Presidential jet, vice president lodge, a lot of this money was spent. Yet you keep telling us there is no money we should endure.
National Library is coming. They raise money, so much money.
They said it's contribution.
Yes.
The first lady said it's contribution.
Yes, contribution. Yes, definitely.
But
those who love her.
But they can't contribute for things to work out in Nigeria. You see, the earlier the better, we begin to know that these people, they are not actually for the masses. You see, one thing is here, we are not going to be base our analysis on on the baseless one. When the government do something that is right, here we will talk about it. And when they begin to celebrate mediocrity, we will talk about it here. Telling us that the economy is actually working out, to me, it's more like they are celebrating mediocrity to me, and they should just stop.
They should just stop. That's why Segun is spitting fire this morning. Maybe Segun just bought rice and it's expensive. That's why he's spitting fire this morning. It's all good. Okay, let's talk about another controversy brewing now. Yes, the Trade Union Congress, the Pengassin, they are against the sale of assets. Because government is proposing selling some assets they said has been redundant. They are not useful. I mean, we are just spending billions of naira on these assets and nothing is coming out. We spend money to revive them. They are not revivable. So they say, let's sell them off. But Pengassin and UTU say no, it will not happen. We will resist it. That's been their statement.
You see, myself and a friend was actually talking the last time when this NNPC chairman was saying that okay, the Warri refinery is actually is working now, and and they actually brought some fuel that this is the fuel they actually got from it. I told this friend that this people, it was like it will work, they'll start. I said I gave you a month, the whole truth will be revealed. You see, this country, it's actually so obvious that our government, they are not good. They are not good manager of our resources. Starting from when this NEPA from PACN, and when they sold it, when Yar'Adua sold the government sold this NNPC before Yar'Adua came back and said, okay, we want to take it back. You see, I believe they should just sell these things sincerely.
Okay, you believe they should?
They should, the Ajaokuta there is actually there. The Warri refinery is there. The Port Harcourt refinery is there. And people are working there till today, and they are receiving money. They are receiving salaries, pensions, and gratuity.
Their salary is even better than some of us who are working.
But there is not even a little drop of petrol is coming out from that refinery.
Okay. So we ask you, should they lay them off?
What exactly is that the point? When you're actually spending money on something, and the result is not, we are not getting the result. Taxpayers' money is being spent on all these things, yet there is no result. So what exactly is the point of when you keep spending money on these things? The government is more like, okay, this is an avenue for us to just get money. The Ajaokuta is there today. Nothing is actually coming out from these things. Refineries are there. Nothing is actually coming out from all these things. I know at some point they were playing us, okay, the refinery is working. Every year the government keep setting aside bogus amount of money for this refinery. I think the first thing is the president being the minister of petroleum in this country, they should just stop it in this country. And this whole thing started from the regime of former president Obasanjo. Okay, Obasanjo has been doing it, combining the presidency with the minister of petroleum. The task of being a president already is actually on you, which is a very, very big one. And now combining it with the biggest way of Nigeria getting their money today, which is petroleum. Now combining them together is a very big task. So firstly they should just stop. Get someone that is capable. Let him hold this area. And secondly, the issue of making setting aside big money every year on these things when there is no results, they should just stop it. And this issue of
so now that you are saying they should sell it, that you support government in selling it. What about TUC Pengassan that they say they will shut down? And that you see TUC Pengassan, in fact TUC part of Labour, they hold the economy. They are the one that they hold, the union that hold the economy of the country. Okay. Electricity, gas, petroleum. They say they will shut down the country.
You see, there are certain discussions we should have with them. The question is, okay, if you are saying they should not shut down these things, let them not sell them. They should not sell these things. Okay, let them come together. This is the money that is being spent on this thing every year. Where exactly is the result? If today they are actually happy that okay, despite this huge amount that the government is spending on these things, and the result is actually not coming out. There is not even a drop coming out from these refineries and every other resources, every other things we have like the Ajaokuta and co. That is actually not bringing any result. If the TUC they actually believe that okay, we are happy, the government should keep spending this money without result. Nigerians they are actually seeing them, and a very long time Nigerians and they've actually stopped believing in all this TUC, NLCs and the likes. Today they will say okay, we are going on strike. Okay, and people will say like, don't mind these people. Overnight they will just call up the strike. Maybe they've called them to a meeting and calling them to that meeting is not that the whole issues they want to go on strike has been resolved but just because they've settled them. At some point they actually come out that okay, our union is not about Nigerians, it's about our members. So if they think they are actually happy that the way these things are going, government spending a lot of money on things and the results are not coming out, then Nigerians will see them that okay, we've actually seen you, maybe you are now one part of the problem of this country.
Exactly.
Because how can you tell us something is not working and you said you should continue spending money on it. This money can be diverted on something else. Okay, if actually this refinery can work, we'll be happy. You see, when they say that refinery works, Obasanjo has said it a long time that this refinery cannot work. And when they say that refinery work,
they keep putting
plastic, all this plastic surgery, all this temporary,
like a woman who is not really fine, but they are using a pancake.
I can remember a lot of criticism that was coming to Obasanjo then when they said that refinery was actually working, and they actually showing maybe like 1 liter or 4 liter of petrol that was being refined. Videos everywhere. I know the kind of criticism that was coming to Obasanjo then. And I was telling someone, this thing will not last. Just watch out. All these things, all this refinery, who tell you all this petrol they are showing us, who tell you that all this petrol are not bought from somewhere, and you know,
And
and
they
they're just trying to, you know,
find them there.
and they're finding it there.
Okay. Shagu, you are becoming vicious. Okay. All right. We are not going to deprive you of your contribution this morning. Yeah, we're going to Natasha's issue now. Before then, let me let you know that you can call in and pick any on. And you know, we do it on Thursdays. How we do it every Thursday now. Explore so many issues, discuss them, analyze them, and you pick on anyone. Any of the topic or straight up if you want to talk about all of them. Just briefly. 0702 520 1007, 0702 520 1007, and 0705 507 1007, 0705 507 1007. Which of the matter we have explained? Do you want to look around? We talked about the TUC Pengasin opposing the sale of national assets that are redundant. They say no, you will not sell them. Shegun is saying these guys are joking. Government should sell them. Because we've also talked about the other issue with political parties, Atiku, Obi, ADC, and all of that. So we'll be waiting for your messages and calls very shortly. I'll be taking them as we go on the show. Let's go to the phone line before I go back to Shegun. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Rufai.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Sam, good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. Good morning to the analyst, Mr. Shegun.
Thank you.
You see this TUC, they are part of the problem. You remember when Tinubu, when they were talking about fixing the refinery, TUC was at the forefront. Even they went to the refinery, they went to Warri, they went to Port Harcourt to assure Nigerians that the refineries will work. The TUC president, what was his name? That guy that carries plenty hair.
Usifo now.
Yes, Usifo. He was the one that was talking. He was very active on channels, Arise, and the like. He was talking that the refineries will work. So I believe that they are getting their own share. So they don't want that chapter because they know that if they sell it off to a private investor, then whatever they are getting will stop. So they don't want that. I'm sure that they are trying to protect their pocket, not the interest of Nigeria, because this thing has not been working for a very long time, and they know. And yet, Dangote just set his own up, and it is already working and feeding the country. How come the one that is being owned by the government cannot work? So it means that the government cannot, in Nigeria, government cannot really handle anything. The only thing they can handle is their own things that they are seeing. But anything that is outside their Aso Rock or government house where they are, they cannot do. Everybody they put there is just for them to come and chop money. So I don't think they should talk about government. Should just, since the government is the one saying they want to sell, I don't know why they want to sell, but they know what they will gain from selling it. Because like you guys have already said, there are so many staff at those facilities.
Definitely.
I have a friend that is working at the Port Harcourt refinery.
He's been there.
And this time I asked him, how far, what are you people really doing? They are working. What are you working?
He said they are working.
They are working.
They will just go there and be discussing every morning now.
Of course.
At the end of the day, and their salaries are much more than those of us who are working.
Salary.
That guy is living larger than life.
I don't do anything.
So they are not doing anything, and they are paying. Those guys are pensionable.
Of course.
We imagine.
They are federal government staff.
Yes.
They are working under federal government. So after 35 years, they are going to get pension.
We don't do anything.
35 years of doing nothing.
For doing nothing. And yet, teachers, every worker, people that have worked so much for 35 years, they will be struggling to even see pension. That's to tell you how wicked these people are in government. So they should sell it to. Now that the devil in them is saying they should sell, they should just sell it.
Okay, so you also support selling. Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Sam said the guy is living larger than life. Good morning, Dami, right?
This is Radhavana coming from Ojo.
Each time I call your name, you're laughing. You don't know, I'm blessed with kind of ear that people's. I recognize you by your voice.
That's nice. It's been a while I've been calling on your show. So
yeah, definitely.
So you should recognize my voice.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Well done. You are really doing a great job there.
Thank you so much.
See, thank you. See, this refinery of resource is not a rock science. If we actually thought it was, the emergence of Dangote has changed that narrative.
The narrative, yes.
Now Dangote came on board and see things are going smoothly with his own refinery. So why can't our government do the same? See, I agree with your last caller. What exactly is wrong with that?
Wow.
Hello?
Okay. You signally put yourself on hold.
Why is it that our government cannot work on something successfully? I used to say, if it is going to be that crude oil something, our oil, let them work on it. If it is our petrol, if it is our refinery, let them work on it. If it is educational sector, let them work on it. If it is medical sector, let them healthcare sector, let them work on it and let it be successful. I really agree with your last caller. The only thing they are bothered about is their pockets, how to make their pockets fat, how to better themselves. But for we Nigerians, they don't care. They don't care. If whatever they want to do to the refinery at this point, let them do. We are tired of this their keep and kick in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Damilola. I appreciate it. All right. 0702-520-1007 and 0705-507-1007. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Honorable Member.
Honorable Ruth calling from Alaska.
Honorable Ruth, good to have you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
You know, it's so obvious that Nupeng and Pegasan, they are just only after their selfish interest. Because their actions really shows it all. They don't care about we the masses. Because it's so obvious this government can't handle these refineries. So...
Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So we had that so many Mugos amount has been spent to revive our refineries, but yet nothing has been shown for it. Even no accountability, no transparency at all from the NNPC. So what are they now doing? Maybe they should just privatize it.
Okay.
That's it. They should allow the common man to breathe. We are tired. They should hear us now. Yeah. They know what to do, but no, they are just after their own selfish interest.
You heard what Ruth said. When would the common man breathe in this country?
You see, like the last caller said, Ola Ashanwa, you see, this country, we all believe so much in prayer. And, you know,
we have prayed. We
have the most numbers of churches in the world.
Most definitely.
You see, but
we have the biggest church in the entire planet Earth in Abuja.
I'm not even sure our matter is not giving God an edit, because God has given us everything needed in this country.
Most definitely.
For this country.
Well, what else do we need? I say that every time I'm signing up my show.
We are so blessed, even more than Americans and China's today.
America is a basic country.
We are so blessed, but it's so unfortunate that our leaders, and this issue of this refinery again. The last time when it was the issue of electricity was not working in Nigeria, a lot of people were talking about saboteurs. That they were importing generators.
Sorry, Shegun, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable.
Honorable Bosse, right?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Well done, sir.
Welcome.
I greet your analyst in the studio too.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Well done, sir. You see, on this issue of refinery, the best solution is what they are suggesting, and it's better they take it off, because it's like they've been saying it over and over and over again, and it's high time they take actions on it, because some people are just using the opportunity there to cash out, and nothing is being done, because the nation just keeps remaining stagnant. And without even say stagnant, it's not going stagnant, it's depreciating in value.
Retrogression is what we call it. Retrogression,
in fact. So the best way out for them to sell it, so that investors can have access to it. I believe when the refineries are being privatized, if the investors will not watch their businesses collapse and go other way around. So once people like Dangote have access to it and they do the needful in those refineries, I'm sure things will be better in the nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we both appreciate it. Wow, everyone this morning is saying Pingasan, Peng, all of them are wicked. TUC. That they know these people are spending, because we asked him in Lagos on Tuesday, talking about, Festus Osifo. Is it not, don't you understand the fact that this place they've been redundant, or are you protecting the interests of your members who are working there? He said, no, it's not about interests of our members. It's because we know they are selling it, there will be problems in the future. Blah, blah. He gave us so many reasons. I mean, we had him yesterday on Politics of Melody as well.
You know, like I said, you know, like saboteurs, when electricity was not working, a lot of people were saying, okay, because of the people that were importing generators, they don't want this to work. And now, this issue of fuel, you know, these Pengasans and these people, they've been receiving subsidies and all this fuel, they've been exporting it before. So they've been receiving a lot of money. So when all these things are stopped, you know, they are just more like an aggrieved people, you know, because all these subsidies they are receiving, you know, exporting these things and bringing them back, you know, the government has cut them off. Dangote has actually blocked them in a lot of ways. You know, they are so very, very aggrieved people. And you know, the last time we have an effective all these workers leaders was during the time of Adam Oshiomhole.
Yeah,
that was the last time these people have been effective. I know I was not surprised when Adam Oshiomhole got to that post of power and he himself was not able to make any positive impact.
Because he knows they say when you are eating,
you don't talk.
Table manners.
Exactly. So you know, these people, Nigeria are not even taking them serious. They will just go and sit down somewhere, Jerry.
Okay, all right. You can still keep your message. I'll be going to your message very shortly. Keep the calls coming 0702 520 1007 and 0705 507 1007. Now, quickly, Shegun, Natasha is back. I mean, I don't know if you listened to me on Politics of Melody yesterday. Natasha is back with so much venom, and she says she's not backing out. I mean, eye to eye with Senate President. And Senate President, the Senate leadership is saying she must apologize. And she's saying, apologize for what? I've served 6 months, so what am I apologizing for? Some Nigerians are saying yes, she doesn't have any right to apologize because they've given her 6 months, she served it. While others are saying, let peace just reign, madam. Forget. I mean, because immediately they opened her office on Tuesday, she started immediately by calling the Senate President. She started spitting venom again, calling the man names again, and people are saying, this man Otunti Bere, you have started again. Why not just pipe low and let sleeping dogs lie?
You see, the issue of Natasha, you know, in as much as you blame Akpabio as well, you still have to blame Natasha. Because one thing I keep asking people, till today, people have been telling Natasha to provide evidence of this sexual assault of Akpabio. At times, she said at the right time she will bring the evidence. Till today, Natasha has yet to drop any evidence of anything. See, you know, for the past 6 months, the people of Kogi Central, they've not had any proper representations.
She says she has been representing them well.
How?
Whether she's with
her own money or
not, that she has been doing things for them.
You see, these people, they just have to, like I always say, all these people when they fight and their fight gets dirty and messier and it comes to the public, it's actually not all about the masses. These people, Natasha and Akpabio, they've been best of friends before.
Most definitely.
So Yoruba ni Jade Lorindo. So you know, when they now come out and they begin to fight dirty, to me, it's not that they're even doing the masses any favor. It's more like they're even exposing themselves, which is our prayer.
Yeah, we are supposed to be doing Thanksgiving.
So we don't care whatever they do.
But let them fight.
But when these things begin to affect Nigerians, it begins to affect the people that you are there to represent. That is when we begin to talk.
Because one of the reasons, I mean, I got from, even though they would deny it, from an inside source on Monday, why they decided not to reconvene on Tuesday. Because they were supposed to return from their 2 month break.
Yes.
They postponed it again by 2 weeks.
Yes,
that one of the reasons is this Natasha, they still want to deliberate on what Kilamatu Shifuma in the next 2 weeks.
You see, these people, you know, the issue is if you want to fight people like Akpabio and all these people, you know, you don't just fight them, you know, through everything there. It's all these fights should be strategic. You know, Natasha, she actually depends on people's emotions, on the online emotions and all this. And you know, when you are fighting with all these people, it goes beyond all this. These people, they don't care anymore. Whatever you say, you know, like Shawori has been calling out VK for the past few years.
Exactly.
These people, they don't care. They will just believe that, okay, just keep ranting.
Maybe she will record the president criminal. The man is not even doing like he heard anything.
They just believe that, okay, you can keep ranting online. You know, while we keep making the dough and we keep getting the money here. You see, when you fight these people, you know, you fight them strategically. You don't just come out and start blabbing and start ranting. You know, provide your evidence. And the funniest part is, even though when you provide this evidence, the cause might still not favor you because of the people you are fighting against. So, you know, at times, you know, this fight can be, you know, strategic. You know, as much you will blame Fubara. If Fubara has been fighting blindly the way Natasha has been fighting, Fubara might not return there today.
Yeah. But he had the humble pie.
Yeah, in as much is actually not safe for our democracy, what he did. But no, actually, he actually applied some wisdom. I think at this point, You know, they've opened her office. You know, she should just allow, decorum to prevail. You know, they've opened your office. Just don't say anything. Go there, represent your people. You know, you've been depriving these people for the past 6 months. They've not been able to get anything. You know, and now they've opened the office. You know, like they said, that office wasn't open with it because Natasha was coming with a large number of people.
They at a point they didn't even open the gate of the National Assembly for her. You see the crowd.
I still believe with your large number of people, if they don't want you to enter, you still won't enter. Definitely. We have the security forces. We just a little tear gas.
They stopped them at a time now.
Of the last time they went there,
No, this on Tuesday.
They stopped them.
Yeah, they stopped them. It was after some time they just said, let them allow her in. Allow them. But if, as you said, if they didn't want to allow them, there's one part tear gas.
Everybody that was actually at the bar, Aisha Yusufu, everybody will run. So they
only make noise online.
They will still come back online and start making
normal level.
That's what they do, and these people they won't care. So these people, Akpabio, he has just been looking at her. Even though Tinubu, they've been looking at some point. He actually took it to the highest office of the National Assembly in the world. She should just stop, and now she has her office back, and from there, every other thing can just fall in place. Just go there, do your thing, represent your people, and do what you have been voted to do. And I think Akpabio at this point, he should be called to order as well. Maybe it's the president that can call him to order, and I think Akpabio and Wike too, they are still friends. Maybe Wike will call him, which I don't see Wike doing that. Maybe Tinubu will call him to order. Allow decorum to prevail, just for the sake of the people you are representing.
Okay, allow decorum for the sake of the people you're representing. That is what some people are saying, and that's exactly what Shegun is also saying here this morning. Let's quickly look through your messages now before we go back to the phone calls, and of course to Shegun as well. All right, this one says, good morning. My name is Shegun Adiribigbe from Olonda. Okay, it says, kudos to my namesake, your analyst, is really giving it the way it should be given. Thank you so much for bringing such a person. Thank you. And it says, you see, these people just love drama. Drama everywhere in Nigeria. TUC, Pengasin, they are drama people. Just as your analyst and your caller said, they know the right thing, but they are protecting their own interests. You say in Nigeria, it's all about interest, somebody's interest. Once your interest is not affected, you don't see anything wrong. But the day your interest is affected, you begin to see it as a very wrong one. I think they should sell off all of those nonsense. That's what it calls nonsense.
People are tired already.
They are not giving us money.
People are tired. Because when you hear the amount of money going into all these things,
if I tell you the budget,
we are not talking about
budget
millions
every year. I'm telling you. Ajakuta, they still
nothing.
It's not working, but people are there collecting salary.
I've passed through that side before. I was in a very big place.
Mighty place now.
But nothing is still coming out. Sell it off.
People collect salary.
What's the point?
Every month.
Very bogus amount of money. Okay. Teachers working day and night are not calling that kind of salary.
I'm telling you. Okay, and this one says, good morning, Mr. Laolu is my name from Iwo Road. You said, this morning, I'm just happy with your analysis and all of the things you've thrown up. You see these labor people, just as your analyst said, they are no. Let's not use that word. Okay, let's not use
don't
that.
Be like Showore.
Don't be like Showore now. He called them one name like that. Should record the president. Okay, I will not call them. He said because they know the truth, but they don't want to say it. What they are supposed to fight how food prices will go down. Liaise with the government and see how they can bring food prices down. End headers clash, but every time it's all about money. The next thing you hear, they want to increase salary. When the last time they increased salary, they put us in this problem. When we were receiving lower salaries, we were living better. Now we are receiving 70,000. We can't even buy half bag of rice. He says it's unfortunate. So if they are against selling off the assets, I think they are the enemies of the people.
Of course.
Simple. That's what he's saying this morning. All right, thank you. All right, this one says, my name is Blessing from Ulogumeru. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. He said, I always like to listen to your program because it makes me happy every time, especially with the way you have been analyzing with your guests this morning. Is just something very, very interesting. My own take this morning is Natasha is also troublesome. I'm a woman, but I think sometimes you should just allow decorum, just as your analyst said. Let decorum be the watchword. I mean, she cannot just come the first day and she begin to call the Senate president name. Senate presidency is an office. It's not about the person there. She should respect the office and also think that one day she could be the Senate president. Oh wow, this woman is speaking. It says on the issue of the asset, see all of those people, they are no, I will not. I will not also.
People are just fed up.
People are angry with these Labour leaders.
Now. People are really angry.
Somebody told me in Lagos the day I will catch one of these Labour leaders.
Just leave it to
So
it. I will be what to do.
I said because they are making things difficult.
Very,
Just
very
as you
difficult.
said, they will tell you they want to go on strike. No. The next moment,
Overnight.
I asked the Labour leader in Lagos. Shesi is her name. The Labour chairman of NFC in Lagos. Why are you people like this in recent times? He said, we. I said, but you know what I'm talking about now. The woman said, finance, leave me alone. Because you see, sometimes in recent times, they will just like, it's like they will just do hype.
I know people.
We are going on strike. We will strike. We will do, and people will be expecting, okay, yes.
No.
The next thing they call them into one room, as you said. It's you that says so, it's not me.
Okay.
That they call them into
What
one
you
room.
read?
Okay, what you read?
They always say there's a meeting.
Okay.
That's what they say. That okay, due to
And they
meeting
call it
we
dialogue now.
had, meeting now. They said due to the meeting we had.
Okay.
Abi. It was what is written.
And that was
in the
what I
newspaper
asked Shesi in Lagos, that this dialogue people always talk
that
about.
you always having.
People feel that the dialogue is about something has exchanged hand. She said, no, it's not like that.
Okay.
It's not like that.
But if it is not so, these same issues you want to embark on strike upon is not the subject. At some point, this amount of salary they were asking for was like 600 and something thousand.
Minimum wage.
That minimum wage.
654,000.
And when I heard
that was where we started.
when I heard that they actually end up at 70,000, I was like, these people they are just comedy. They are not serious.
They are jokes. That's what some people said.
600,000 plus to 70,000. Not even 200,000.
No, they said they were considering Nigeria.
Nigeria is not broke.
No, they said Nigeria is broke.
Nigeria is not broke. They should just stop it. Nigeria is broke. Falconet or all these people, they receive $100,000 recently. Who tell Nigeria is broke?
Okay, all right. For those sending us messages online, let me quickly acknowledge your messages as well. Rose Adeola says, come 2027, it will be between Nigerians and the ruling party because it is obvious this current administration don't know about governance, but only after the title, which is why I will keep imploring Nigerians to rise from our slumber and get our voters' cards ready to vote for personality and not political party. Because can Nigerians actually vote for personality and not political party?
Well, we've been doing it in this country, but I still believe because political party today, like what they are known for before, about ideologies and not, it's actually not there anymore. So it's not there.
Do we even have political parties in Nigeria?
Not anymore because people just keep coming up together.
They're moving from one place to another. It's like jokers.
Once you have the money, you can just go to a political party today and they will collapse the structure for you. Become the governorship aspirant, presidential candidate. It's not like then that it's all about when you come. When you the place you will discover that things are beginning to get messy with this political party. Before, the chairman of political party in state is always the leader.
Yeah, definitely.
But now,
even like powerful,
yes,
more powerful than the governor.
More than the governor. But now, you see this party chairman that they are puppets to the governor.
Governor can sack them at will.
The APC national chairman recently, Tinubu, did they not remove this Ganduje and
put someone else? Was it Tinubu that removed him? He resigned now. He resigned. So this is Nigeria. On health ground. The man is not fine.
But he was actually given another portfolio, right? On health ground.
It's not fine.
But this the APC chairman they say, okay, Ganduje is my co-chairman that we are doing this together. See,
maybe Tinubu has seen that the Gandola thing can still affect them in the future.
But did you not know that it will affect them before? See, what are we talking about? If you know it can affect them and you believe this thing is real, the FCC is there. Hand it over to the FCC. Let them investigate.
How will Tinubu hand his own chairman over to the FCC?
Then it's actually obvious.
This is Nigeria now.
Then it's actually obvious that these people, they are playing us.
Yeah.
If you believe this thing will affect you, you believe this thing happened. No, and
No, I did not say he believed it happened.
Okay, he didn't believe it.
Maybe the rumor people are saying outside.
It can happen.
Or the Gandola.
Okay, we believe it is rumor.
Hashtag Gandola. I not saying the hashtag.
We believe it is rumor. Okay, let the EFCC investigate. They will shed the light.
His opposition party should be doing that.
So it's all about the opposition now.
So me, president, I will hand over my national chairman.
So EFCC is actually working against the only opposition.
Now that they are shouting Iba should be prosecuted. Didn't you see him and the EFCC chairman in Tinubu's office yesterday?
These people, you see,
we play too much in this.
One thing is, if they explain Nigeria to you and you understand, the person that explains to you hasn't explained very clearly. It's the more you look, the less you see. You can't just understand.
Like Professor Pella.
They just keep playing.
Even when Pella was alive, he didn't play us like this. Oluwaseun Ruth says, good morning, Honorable. Says Senator Natasha, gaining access back to our office is a welcome development, and I will implore the Senate President and other senators to come together as one in doing the needful for their people instead of the long drama we just experienced from the people who were elected to make laws that could move the country forward. Thank you so much. Razak Adebayo says, Kidos. And Ishola Rakib says, how are you doing today? You can see we are fine. Gwenio Demia Mokure is also hailing us. Thank you so much for all of the messages. We appreciate them. Let's begin to roll out now little by little, because time is always not our friends when we have fun here. But big up to Shagun. Shagun, before we go this morning, just in a single statement this morning, should Ibas be probed?
I saw the news that he has been caught because a lot of opera has been coming up that.
Or should I say, can he be probed? Maybe that should be the question. Well, can he be probed?
Well, it depends. If actually he played his card very well. Maybe if he has actually done the bidding of the president when he was
because
there.
The money is plenty.
If he actually work according to the bidding of the president when he was there.
Okay.
I think it's covered. But if not, if the president discovered that maybe I've given you these things and you
went beyond,
it can be proved. Okay. But if it is not that, if you actually in the good book of the president, it's covered. But if not.
But yesterday we saw him and the EFCC chairman in president's office.
Well, so it might have gone contrary to the president, but still yet. I still believe that nothing concrete will still come out of all these things.
Okay, so we play too
much. Or maybe another state is actually being lined up for another state of emergency.
And Ibas will go there too.
Maybe.
Okay, so Ibas is the emergency man. Thank you so much, only Shegun Akindele. Shegun is also, not just an analyst, Shegun is a good photographer. I wait for the day Shegun will take one portrait of me.
We'll do
that. Thank you so much for coming through this morning. I appreciate you. God bless you.
So much.
Okay, that's the way it's been this morning on the People's Assembly segment of the show. Shegun Akindele, my analyst, and of course, he will join me again. We decided to do Thursdays like this so that we'll make it a different one. Thank you for all of the callers this morning. We appreciate all of you. God bless you. Now let's celebrate those celebrating. What are they celebrating? Is it your anniversary? Is it your birthday? Yes, I'm coming to celebrate you with you this morning. Keep it locked, don't move a muscle.
100.7.
Melody.
100.7.
Yeah.
Fresh out.
Life. Celebrate life. One more year pandemic. One more year pandemic. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year pandemic. Yeah. Go on, one vibe. Give thanks for life. Next year we doing it again. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Whoa. One more year pandemic. More life to you, can we there till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend. Big, we doing it again. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
Definitely.
One more year pandemic.
That's right.
More life to
if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, no pretend.
I say happy birthday to all of the people celebrating today. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and happy birthday to you. So, let me begin, first of all, by celebrating my king, the new king of Ibadan land, Olubad of Ibadan land. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Baba. I'm sitting down, but my heart is lying down because I must prostrate for a king. But because of the job I'm doing now, I can't do that. Happy birthday to Oba Rashidi Akomo Ladoja, the 44th Olubad of Ibadan land. He's 81 today. Baba will say, may your reign bring peace to the land. May everything you touch turn to gold. People are saying under Baba will have Ibadan state. I don't know about that, but I know what we are wishing you here. Long life in good health and prosperity. God bless you, Baba Ladoja. We appreciate you. And Melody 100.7 FM, we say happy birthday to you on behalf of the executive and all of the Ogas, Lightway Media, owners of Melody, Aria, we say, God bless your new age, Baba. Happy birthday, Oba Rashidi Akomu Ladoja.
More life to your car with they are till the end. Real from me, I no pretend. Big bird, happy birthday, yeah, my friend. One more year on them.
Okay, also for those celebrating, if you're celebrating your birthday today, you're celebrating with Oba Rashidi Ladoja. You know what? You are a lucky person. You're celebrating with Oba Ladoja. So let me celebrate Rafiat Nikki. Yes. Yes, Nikki. She says she's Nikki, right? Rafiat. Today is also your birthday. So happy birthday to you. God bless your new age. As you celebrate today, we pray that God will bless your new age. Nikki Rafiat. Okay. Adebi. Nikki Rafiat Adebi. Yeah. Happy birthday to you today. That's Mommy Miriam, Abi. So happy birthday, Mommy Miriam. God bless your new age. We celebrate you. And from all of us, Melody 100.7 FM, we say happy birthday to you. And if your birthday is also today, we celebrate with you as well. Collins Nabugu, yeah, one of my boys as well. Yes, this one. When he finished school, he came and said, Finance, I love radio. I love the way you talk. I said, hey, can you do it? I actually started his IT just like all of these ones here with the finance. But right now, he's in the United States and is practicing journalism there. We thank God for what God has used us to do in the life of Collins Nabugu, one of my boys in the US, doing very well right now. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Collins. Ito Roger Geobo, today is also his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Abasi Essien, all the way from Cross River State. It's his birthday today. And not forgetting King Charles E. Carter Bradford is your birthday today. Silvanos Elua is your birthday today. Who wants to favor good luck is also his birthday today. As well as Richard Obonna is also your birthday. Sonny Osoboma is his birthday today as well. So happy birthday to all of these people. We'll say long life in good health and prosperity. God bless your ages. So let's end the show this morning. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Big up to everyone that has been part of it. We appreciate you, all of the callers, all of the listeners, and those who sent in messages. When I rise now, it will be time for Elu with the governor of the Talkers in Ibadan. Talking about the MC Swagger. At the other side of it will be Oluremi. You know how we arrange everything here, one after the other. It's a fun and excitement and entertainment everywhere. All right, thank you so much. Big up to Daniel, also Timothy, Faith, Olakemi, and every other person representing on the stream. Big up to you, Ole Adetura as well, the engineering man on duty, and to Alice. Today, happy Thursday to you. God bless all of you. Because to all of our IT students, are looking beautiful this morning. Happy birthday! Did I say happy birthday to you? Okay. Happy Thursday to all of you. All right. Samuel. What's that your name again? Jamiloju. What's that your name again? God bless all of you. This stubborn affair. I don't know what I will do to him. My name is Pretty. You call me the finest, the nature's finest. I'll be here at 6 p.m. Then we continue the fun right here. Keep it loud, don't move a muscle. The show continues, the flow continues. It's a beautiful Thursday in Ibadan, and it's looking beautiful. God bless your day. Enjoy. I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Keep your head up, and I'm out.